I think near the apartment, I think where the white van is, that's the apartment that John is thought to have been in. So I'm just parking up and I'm going to go just and take a video. I'm just going to go and take, so there's quite, there's a lot of houses around here. It's built up. People will have heard things. Let me just get out of the car. Yeah, so you can see there's a lot of waste ground over there. Anyway, there's a lot of houses around here. People definitely will have heard things going on. I just want to take, this is the apartment block. I don't want to obviously upset anyone. But there's no sign of any police presence at the moment. And I take it this is the apartment because the family have obviously left a poster up on this apartment. A couple here and there. This is the apartment block. It must be where the... So, anyway, there's a... As I say, I don't want to upset everybody, so I'm not going to... I did tell number one son I was coming out. He said, "Oh, be careful." But I just wanted to, get some footage. I wasn't sure if the family would be here. Maybe they're not searching here in this area at the moment. But this is a place where there's a lot of construction. Maybe you can see at the end there, this construction. I was thinking as I was driving here, there's a lot of construction, so looking for John's body is going to be difficult. Just so let me get in the car and then I'll talk a bit more. It's not going to be easy because there's so much construction, as I say, around here. Well, apart from the beaches, in Campo, there's so many places that John could be. So I think in the end, hopefully, someone somewhere will say something, because some people know things, don't they? I've just seen a lady there, she's just jogged up and gone in the apartment block. God, I wonder what they make of it all. So, of course, the neighbours had said, hadn't they, that there was a lot of coming and going, an awful lot of coming and going, and over those couple of days shouting, cars coming and going. So, poor John has probably been taken away from there, and I don't know whether they're even going to start looking for him, to be honest. I wonder if I can leave it. So, yeah, looking there, you see this construction there. But on the way here, I saw many construction sites. And then it's only 15-20 minutes to the beach. I don't know if I can set this up anywhere to show that, but I could do with, I need something, that you can put in the car. And something that you put in the car. if you put the key in the car and then it starts. Sometimes I think if I had a brain, it would be dangerous. Okay, so let's just, I don't know how I can sort of set that up. Oh, maybe it'll stay there. Probably as soon as I turn around the corner. So I'm going to go up the road here. So I mean, they've probably taken him, you know, quite far away. Could have taken him anywhere, really, couldn't they? Because there's so many days in between. So many days. But you can see just here they're building houses. As I say, probably too close by this. That they probably have not, you know, put him so close. But, you know, of course, a couple of weeks have gone past now. It's a very difficult job that they've got in finding John's body. I think the only way, personally, that they are going to find him is if somebody talks. Somebody out there, please God, somebody out there will talk. Please God, please God. So you can see coming down here, just round the corner from the apartment on the parallel road, look at the campo there as well. Look at all that campo. Now, there's no sign of any police presence at the moment. I presume the police have been in, taken what they need to take. Because there's definitely no police presence at the moment. No, and the family aren't there, so I should really have gone to, maybe one morning I'll go to that. I'll see what's occurring today on the Facebook page. They were saying that, they did say on the Facebook page that the police are cooperating. So let me just explain this area. So this is like, it's Orihuela Costa, but it's like Dream Hills, Playa Flamenca. There's lots of different, it consists of urbanizations, you can see. It's all apartments. Many of them are second homes. But people do live here as well. And not as many people live here now after Brexit. You know, a lot of people had to go because they couldn't get their residences and things. It used to be quite easy. Oh, that was a tennis ball like that. With some dogs dropped it. You know, people can't get their residences now like they could before. It was so easy before. Now it isn't. It costs a lot of money to get residency in Spain, and you're not allowed to stay here for longer than, I think it's 180 days at a time, and then you can't return for another 180 days. So people have, had to go back. A lot of people have, British people. So I'm sort of what I'm doing. I thought I would drive just and show you. Look, as we're going up here, you'll see more construction. Oh gosh, there's cranes everywhere. You know, and as I was driving up here, I came past this area. Surely it would be found if they had taken him somewhere like that. Depends if they buried him, if they taken him to the beach, down to the beach area. So I don't know. Let's see what you can see on there. There's a big salt lake. The salt lakes. Gosh, I didn't even think of that. You know, I was more thinking. I think people always think of the beach, but there's the salt lakes as well. You can maybe see in the distance. They're not far away. 20 minutes away. If that. 10-15 minutes away. There's like a million places that you could So they've got the work cut out for them. So let's just hope that if not actually one of the people that did this, maybe one of their family members, like, you know, there are mothers. Surely they would think, no, I don't know how you would feel if it was your son that had done something like this. Or I think I would, I don't know. I'm not saying I would necessarily, if I knew where Johnny, you know, if my son had done something to John or anyone, maybe I wouldn't want my son to be caught. I don't know. It depends on the circumstances. But I would want them to find their loved one, especially because he's got 2 boys as well. So where I'm driving to now is I'm just going to the beach just to show how close by it is. And there's loads of beaches. You know, it is the Orihuela Costa. It's the coast. There's beach after beach after beach. You know, that's what it's called. So there's a million places that poor John could have been, body could have been dumped. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Everyone seems to be driving very slowly today. There's a few cars about because it's New Year's Eve. So people will be getting their last bits of shopping in for the new year. I've got a shopping order coming this morning. Well, I've got to be back to get the shopping order at 12. But, and then this morning I pressed the wrong button, signed myself out of my Google account, and now anyone who's got a Google account will know I can't get back in. Anyway, I'm nearly back in, but I had to just leave it in the end because I wanted to make this video. I wanted to come to the area. And take a video. And we've had storms overnight, so but you can see now the sun is coming out. It's really quite warm actually. It's quite nice. But having said that, I've got a big jumper on. Sun shining now, but you can see there's a lot of clouds. So we did have rain last night. We'll probably have rain later on today by the look of it, or you know, who knows. I mean, so I'm not here. I don't live here, but I'm not that far away from here. Maybe 45-minute drive. So that's why I thought I could come down, just take a video, just for give people information. So if they were going to the beach to dispose of John's body, this is the way that they would probably come. There are other ways. I mean, you know, there's a few different ways you could come, but I'm coming what I think is the quickest, easiest way. They'll have, you know, now they might not have wanted to come this way because this is perhaps the way now that they would see the police, maybe because this is a main road. I've gone this way because it's the easiest way. But I suppose if you were trying to avoid police or whatever, maybe you wouldn't come this way. You know, thinking about it like that. Maybe if you were trying to avoid the police, you would go more sort of obscure way. The thing is, there are a lot of police around in Spain. I don't think they'll have gone far to get rid of John's body personally, because if they had his body in the car, you would want to get that body out as soon as possible, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want to be caught with the body. And the thing is, there are a lot of police in Spain. You know, it's not it's not that you never see a policeman. You see loads of police. And you're likely to get stopped in the early hours of the morning because that's when young people or anybody's coming back. You know, Spain has a nightlife. People live at night, maybe not so much in the winter, but because it's coming up to Christmas and that. The police are likely to be around, put it that way, 2, 3, 4 in the morning or whatever time it sort of happened. The police are likely to be around. There's sort of lots of orange groves and things like that, but I doubt if they would have put John anywhere like that because, you know, they are monitored. People go out and check on the fruit every day and make sure, just have a little check around. So I doubt if they've put his body anywhere like that. Sorry, I'm sort of thinking in Spanish there. As I say, they'll have wanted to get rid of John as quickly as possible, so I don't think they would have taken him that far, but you know what, you never know, do you? That they'll be taking a chance. They took John, if John was deceased and they put his body in the car and decided to drive out, you know, into the proper country, you know, they'll be taking a real chance of being stopped by the police at that hour in the morning. Really, young guys in a car, the police would be like right there. There's loads of police stops. You know, I've never been stopped so often by the police. I mean, I haven't lived in the UK for a long time now, but God, you get stopped like during COVID and that. You couldn't take a chance. You know, even just go and see take my son some food or money or whatever because he wasn't living with me during COVID. I had to, you know, have my reason prepared. I got stopped every time I even left the house, really, or left my village. I got stopped by the police. So where I'm just going to drive to, just on the sort of before I set off home, which I've got to do because I've got to get my shopping and we're coming soon. I just want to drive. So the very first place that they were searching, which was Cabaroy Beach, they said that, you know, they came down to Cabaroy Beach and they were searching there. They must have had a tip off there. Maybe they'd heard that somebody had thrown him off the cliffs or whatever. Anyway, they didn't find anything. So there's a lot of things to be found at John's because of that big watch for a start. I mean, I don't know if anybody would be mad enough to keep hold of that watch or anything that belonged to John. You know, if you kill someone, you know, you want to get rid of all their possessions, surely. I don't know what if you can. So the sea's on the left-hand side here. I'm driving up the coast road where all the beaches are along the left-hand side. At this present moment, I'm just going through Playa Flamenca. I'm going up to the end of this main road, which is the M332, which is where the Cabaroy beach is. But there's plenty of beaches along the way. Why would they have taken him to Cabaroy when these beaches along the left-hand side that I'm going past, probably gone past maybe 3? It's definitely 2, if not 3. Well, yeah, and then if you include the actual beach in Torrevieja, they're all closer. So I'm just wondering why specifically they were searching Cabaroy Beach. Maybe they got a tip off about that. But yeah, you can see it's, you know, and on the right, I don't know if you can see, but on the right there's a lot of restaurants, centro comerciales, you know, commercial centres, etc. A lot of campo there, you know, I mean, there's so many places. Needle in a haystack, definitely. Now, tomorrow, which is New Year's Day, I'll be doing a video about Henry, who's a young boy who went missing 6 years ago. Sort of a similar circumstance, except, you know, he was young, he was only 20, he was with friends for New Year's Eve. and I'm going to tell Henry's story tomorrow. Henry's never been found. He was in an apartment with his friends. Nobody's talking. There's a suspect number one, who I'm going to talk about a little bit tomorrow, who's still walking around. He's in Ireland. He's in Ireland. He is Irish. Having said that, he is a Venezuelan background. So, but as far as I know, he is Irish. Yeah, still walking around. The guy who is thought that murdered Henry, and Henry's family have to live with that every day, because the other people that were in the apartment all knew what happened, but none of them are saying. You know, none of them are saying what actually happened to Henry. They've said a little bit of what happened to Henry. There's even video of some of what happened to Henry. So we're 6 years on and Henry has never been found. His mother, she knows he's deceased. I think she's perfectly aware of that. Same with John's dad. Knows he's deceased, but doesn't know where he is, and nobody's talking. And of course the years go on and on. Their case, I think the Guardia Civil, she says, has actually archived the case, has closed the case. Which, anyway, when I tell you about that tomorrow, where, you know, I'm preparing that video to release tomorrow, because it's the anniversary of, you know, he went out in, I think it was 2018, New Year's Eve, and he never went back home, bless him. And that was exactly in the same area, Orihuela Costa. It's thought that he was dumped in the sea, but, you know, nobody knows. Somebody knows exactly where Henry is, or what they did with Henry, because if they did dump him in the sea, oh, am I going past? I've got to forget where the beach is now. I think I might have gone past the beach. I don't come up here ever, you know, I don't know this area really. I used to years and years ago, but this is the strip, they call it, Cabaroig Strip. So I think there might be a place I can turn around here. I need to be on the other side to get down to the beach. Yeah, this is Cabaroig Strip, and the Cabaroig Beach is over there on the left hand side. So you can see it's quite a long way, isn't it, from the apartment. So would they have taken it, you know, if you've got a body in the car, you're not going to want to, you know, if you're going to dump it over a cliff or whatever in the beach, wouldn't you go to the nearest beach? You know, would you go to that far, to a beach? Okay, so actually, I'm not going to go all the way down to the beach. Maybe I'll do that another day, because I'm going to run out of time. But what I'm going to do is come this way, because I'm going to show you where the family have been meeting at the Lucky Lion, which is down this road. There's a lot of potholes on this road. Bloody penny, honestly, it's a nightmare road. Anyway, so we'll drive down there and I'll show you. So you can see that initially when they were giving out information about Johnny being in Alicante, it's not Alicante. It's nothing to do with Alicante really, except this area is in the Alicante province, but right on the outskirts. I mean, literally, you go another not far, you know, another couple of miles up that road that I was on, you're in a completely different province. You're in the province of Murcia. So, although it is just about in the Alicante province, it is nowhere near the city of Alicante. So it was confusing, I think, for people at first when they said they were working at a meeting at the Lucky Lion in Alicante. But Anyway, that's been changed now on all the posters. So anyone who isn't, oh, it's here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. There it is. I'm going to park up a minute and take some pictures. So really what I'm trying to do with this video is just, you know, create awareness. I think you can see it probably now. Let me just see if you can see. Yeah, that's the Lucky Line, the bar ahead there. Doesn't look like there's anybody in it, so I don't know whether